Up a bit later than usual. Had a little thing to sort out before starting. Here we are, welcome. Okay, the sound is working, I can already close it. Let's try to be quick. I want to play Sturmovik. I'm a little bit afraid the American people could be already disconnected, but let's see what I can find on the various servers. I can always play single player if it doesn't work. Okay, starting this, I'm gonna need this, and that. This I scroll to the usual location to the right. And there it goes. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Refresh. Load the correct overlay. And let's see if they are on the combat box. No. I'll put myself here nonetheless. Maybe someone will greet me during the session. And that's all functional. 100%. Yeah, I can start the game. I have increased the details, especially the one pertaining to the distance of view, so maybe I'll be able to spot enemies from farther. That's the idea of it. I don't know if it actually makes a difference. But as you say, horizon drawing distance, not about the drawing of the actual planes, but I think they're going to be better also. We'll see. Still couldn't spot things as well as the other guys the other day. But also, now I have the zoom, so I'm quite optimistic with it. You can see the red spikes while it's loading. On the diagnostic, even icons were already set to go. And what's the mouse pointer doing? That's something strange. No, it works. Okay, no, but I played it earlier today, so that would have been strange to have problems. I'm looking for people online, but I'm afraid, yeah, it's practically empty. Let's start with single player, then we go there later, hoping that it actually works. We was having some fun the other day with the actual scripted campaign. By the way, I don't know if you was here. It was fairly interesting to play, to say the least. From the German side, with unlimited ammo, because I want to show more action to you guys. So, like this. And we're set to go. I think I found my balance with this game. Now I know how to stream it. Too bad really, because I came later than usual and the American people are already disconnected, but in any case, by the time I come online, they're almost done. And the server is half empty. It's not really worth it to play multiplayer during the week. Just the truth of this player's player base. This game's player base is so small, you see. It's a true shame. Good thing it has single player then. With the German G2, BF, let's try to remove. No, I'll keep it stock. It's good nonetheless. Just start. Let's waste no further time. Everything seems correctly placed. Yeah. One last peek at the stream. I'm visible. That's good enough to me. So remove the pause and let's take off with our BF. I didn't read the mission briefing here. I was forgetting something of some importance. Let's do it now. Huh? Already that's throwing a flare. Briefing. I don't care for the plot. After you obtain permission from the combat post and a green flare is launched, take off. Head east and get on a course of 75 degrees. The subsequent route is shown on your flight map. Flight height is 3000. Land on the northern highway of the pit of Nickel. What? That is all? That's all the mission? Well, I hope that something is going to happen, because it also says the battle heats up. I guess it's a good sign. Hey Nix, we won the match, so just to let you know. What great news. Thank you for letting me know. I bet I got more credits out of it now. It will be a pleasure to log back in War Thunder. I wish I could play it more often, but it's just useless. The way Facebook filters my shares makes it completely useless to play War Thunder every time. I have to go with these also. Not that I dislike it, yeah? And this is actually also a very fun game in its own right. It's just that I have less viewers with it, probably by the nature of its smaller player base. Good morning, Ivo. Welcome to the stream. Hey, you came again. Thank you for showing up. Playing Sturmovik in the morning. Because I want to make my life difficult. Actually, I play Sturmovik when no one is online in Sturmovik. I'm a funny guy like that. Okay, we're flying a mission that basically says just go to the other airfield, but it's also titled The Battle Heats Up, so I guess that's a good sign. We're going to see some action during it. In any case, it's a scripted campaign, so it's bound to be interesting in some way. It cannot be just a mission where you go to another place. That could be anything from this distance. Let's go back inside the plane, more immersive like that. You can also view my wingmates. This is one, and I guess the other is there. Another two. Here they are. Look at the plane models in this game. Look so damn good. And I presume now we can spot things from farther because I increased the details. We'll see. We'll see. Already we're spotting the river Volga. This is a campaign taking place above the city of Stalingrad, basically. It's like it is the main plot of the game. Now the main mode of gameplay has become the career. But this is which is an extra campaign, actually has a story, and it's a story dealing with the very namesake of it, the Battle of Stalingrad. Case in point. Still nothing above the horizon. Let's use some time compression just because we can. Trying to speed up to the good part. Alexandrovka. Well, we've been here also yesterday. But you know what? I don't understand the flight path because he was in the same game as us, or maybe you played with him. I don't know if I was there. What's your in-game name, Hivo, in War Thunder? I don't understand the mission because it said go and land, but actually the flight route is circular. It makes you go back to where you started. Flight is 3000. Mission and goal. Land on the northern runway. It means the same. Okay, so we're patrolling basically. It means the same airfield. I misinterpreted it. You just meant to patrol. And that's the next waypoint. Are we flying at 3000? The altitude looks so different here compared to War Thunder. I cannot gauge it very easily. I see. I don't think we played together yet, Theo. Not sure about it. He was telling already your name. Yeah, I thought he was just referring to your actual name. I mean the game's name. Okay, the city is already on fire. Of course, it's Stalingrad. It's bound to be for some years. Starting from now, it will never be perfectly at ease. And 8 kilometers to the waypoint. Let's see what we can find. Almost at the farthest point from the airfield. I guess there is where we're going to meet the enemy. Above Spartanovka. We were there together. EGN Eve 0. I see. The other day. Well, that was a busy day. We met so many skilled pilots in that match. Okay, let's get back into the cabin. Underscore, LOL. It's on the other way. Okay. I see some enemy troops down there. Not that I care too much, to tell you the truth. I presume I'm supposed to fight the planes. And now it's telling me to turn back southwest. But the objective is only to return to the base, so I guess I best move around. Turn around and go back, even though it's a bit underwhelming. But the enemy will come, no? This is just flak coming from the ground. Trying not to overstress my engine because these BFs are surprisingly fragile, at least in the game they seem to be. And what do we see there? It's not a big formation of enemy bombers. It certainly looks like it. Well, in fact, it's not a big formation. It's a huge formation of bombers coming from the other side of the river. Okay, I should have expected it. It said the battle is heating up. That was And also there are fighters coming from the left, the map tells me. Here they are. These are probably the bigger threat. No, wait. These are friends, okay. But also the enemy are interwoven with them. Yeah. My wingmates are engaging before me. There's another formation coming from the west. That is good. Let's try to make a difference here. The true power of the player agency. When you're playing single player, the battle rests on your shoulder. That's also a cool feeling, no? When you're playing online, you're one of many. Here you're supposed to be the hero. And already, Ayak is coming to intercept us. The performance of the game is struggling a bit. With a fight like this above the city, it's not the easiest thing for the computer to render. Let's hope it doesn't give me any kind of nausea or sickness, which is a bit dangerous in VR when you're doing this. I see I'm completely surrounded. I don't like the look of this, to tell you the truth, guys. This will be a difficult battle. Probably will take more than one try. And these are the tracers coming from the other airplane. Okay. I guess I better leave the pursuit. Oh, are my 6? They seem okay. And now he's above me, okay. It's turning pretty damn well. I have to gain more speed. Going too low, too slow. Well, at least I shook off that guy, you know that he was too skilled, but against the CPU, it's often like that. You just have to be cautious. And the bombers are also here. These are enemy bombers, right? Let me check one second. No, actually it's a formation of Stugas. Oh, it looked like it. Okay, let's try to assist the Stugas. Also, I wouldn't dislike to stick in the protective area of the rear gunners. What is that? Enemy plane. Okay, I'll try to intercept that before he joins the battle with the Stugas. Oh, I got him. Okay. And that's our first kill, I guess. Let's go to the Stugas now. The PC is really struggling now. Look at the diagnostic, it's completely in the red. I guess I'll have to lower my details for the next mission. I didn't expect to have so many damn planes. It's an entire goddamn army. It looks Arizona, but it's also, well, while streaming in VR, we're really pushing the situation. Let's try to get the other one also. It's already damaged. I hope my engine... Okay, no, I'm not in a dangerous mode now. I'm in combat mode. Too far, increases speed. And they're both retreating, you know. Maybe I'm wasting my time here. Where am I going? Well past the river now. Well, it kinda sucks to let them escape. Wait, it's turning around now, you see. You never have to assume anything here. Let's go back to the main bubble. It's pointless. I'm just wasting my time. Here they are, everyone. Overflying the city now. At least without the Stukas, my performance will improve. There were just too many airplanes. Okay, yes, that's my target. Completely isolated at the moment. Why is he climbing like that? That's bound to be very slow by the time I reach him. He's doing a strange maneuvering to try and engage the BF. And they meet head on, I think, actually. They meet head on. Yeah, you are, man. You have to remember that here red always indicates the enemy, whereas in DCS red is Russian and blue is American, independent of which side you're fighting for. Okay, you're going nowhere, buddy. Did I get him? No? Well, I can keep insisting. Got plenty of rounds. Got infinite rounds, actually. Ah, hit him on the wing. Gunnery can be very, very hard in this game, more so than War Thunder. There are times when you're sure you're gonna hit him, but still it doesn't work. You have to close my distance, I guess, while trying not to black out. Here is another strong suit of the game. Here actually you can see that you're blacking out. Unlike War Thunder, where it happens suddenly and without any kind of announcement. I think it's going to die soon. Not yet. What the hell, man? You're indestructible. How much do you have to shoot this guy? Earlier today I started the game briefly and set up better my FOV for the zooming function of the VR mod, and now I no longer see double when I use the slightest level of zoom. It's an important thing to do. You have an overlay that lets you set it. Oh! I cannot believe it. How is it possible? This is getting ridiculous. But now I'm not hitting him, so it's also my fault. I hate you! Okay. Well, wonder... It's going down, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's finally going down. But let's do VR. There's one in my behind at the moment. Oh, this is the one going down. Okay. Got plenty of power, got plenty of energy to chase this guy off. There's another one. Look how he climbs, huh? Well done, my wingman. Let's keep the pressure on him. After this mission I'll probably fly one with the Hawker Tempest. This morning I flew again with that plane. It's so damn powerful. It's a lot of fun to fly. We'll probably have to use the carrier for that, but presumably I had a series of missions that seemed pretty interesting with the Hawker going. We shouldn't get this boring intercept the scout plane or destroy the convoy once. Well, destroy the convoys is still pretty good. The terrible one is the escort mission, because the escort mission you have to go at the slowest pace imaginable and it takes ages to complete. We're going to skip this if they present themselves. It's really the only way to play this game, lest you want to fall asleep while you do it. Or should I say, while you attempt to do it. Well, we're chasing him in two. It's been pretty difficult, surprisingly. Good thing it's just a bot. It's useless. I'll never catch him. Let's leave the wingman at that while I accelerate and try to do another pass. Ooh, actually I'm acting as the bait now. So I guess I cannot ignore him after all. He's really intent on trying to kill me. Here you come on. We're all friends, you see, he's the only one left. Oh, the sun is blinding me. Hey, I don't have the speed to chase him. Let's leave the wingmen at their thing. Not that they're very much able of doing their thing. The thing is mogging, by the way. I don't know if it's been damaged or just overstressing his engine. Certainly the Yak has some power, huh? We've been turning for a while and yet I think I should just open up the throttle a bit more. I'm always worried to do it with the German planes. They break suddenly when you overstress the engine in this game. Okay, they finally got him. So I did my job correctly. I was the bait. Yeah. Look at it. Parachuting away. Bye, little man. Okay, what is left? Where are we, by the way? I think I left the objective zone. No, actually I'm still fairly close, and also another enemy is there. Actually, it's there. That should be the enemy. They're harder to spot against the city. This one. What am I chasing? It's the Russian, right? No, don't black out now, man. Yeah, that's the Russian. It's time not to crash into the wingman, that would be absolutely horrible. And finally, a decent show of gunnery for me. And this guy is going down. Well, let's do VR. I think I might have won, actually. No. The map is telling me there is still one target. Let's head towards him. That's a friend, right? Yeah. Should be to my left, more or less. Now it's disappeared also. I start heading for the airfield while looking for possible targets of opportunity, maybe also with the padlocking view. That's that huge building over there. The station, man. The station of Stalingrad, no. Looks industrial. I think I know that place. Wasn't that the famous building where a battle of infantry took place? It's also in Red Orchestra, if I'm not mistaken. With that with that park connecting it to the other building. I think I remember that place, and I read something about it. It was a famous industrial complex where a big battle of Stalingrad, well, a big battle within the battle of Stalingrad, a big engagement, let us call it, took place. Everything is documented with World War II. Everything has a story. Well, guys, I guess we can go back. I only shot down 2 planes, but I acted as bait for a third one, and we basically completed the scouting engagement. I did my mission, increasing time compressor and going back to base. Maybe I should also tell the wingmates. Flight leader orders. Return to base. F7. I never remember where the Fs are. I shot a flare. Have you seen it? That also works in multiplayer. They taught me the other day, and actually I bound a key for doing it. I think I bound it here to shoot a flare. Yeah, it's useful. It lets other people know you need help. A nice functionality and very realistic actually. I guess they really used it in battle. Too bad the War Thunder has nothing of the sort. It's basically the realistic version of marking the map with the mouse. Only that is actually existed. Here is our airfield. I'll go around as suggested by the flight path, I guess why not. Usually I don't have trouble landing with this airplane, but I best not go ahead of myself. You never know. You never know with this game. I keep calling it game, and maybe calling it simulation would be actually more descriptive. It's really a different type of beast compared to War Thunder, even in simulation mode. Even though, at least personally, I find the flight model of War Thunder to be not bad at all. The way the planes behave, in my opinion, is not wrong. It feels correct. In fact, it's quite similar to what we have here. The difference is more in all the other things, the engine management, the actual performance rating of the various planes, and also the fact that everything is to scale. To scale, in many sense of the words. The cities are much bigger, the airfields also, and the sky itself, meaning that actually hitting things here is way harder. We have much more empty space, so to say, between a plane and another, which gives to the game a much greater feeling of authenticity. Now I wish I could know what is my speed, but unfortunately I have the chat window in front of the instruments as always, and this isn't very helpful. Here that I don't have the other... but wait, I can chat with the HUD, I think. Here it is. 263. Well, 263 is kind of okay. I should be able to land at 263. Try not to break the propeller, possibly, thank you. The shadow is great help. I came short as always, that's not a problem. Grass is just as good as the runway to land, maybe not so as much to take off. I keep pulling the cloche so I don't break the propeller, and like it since today I didn't. They have a certain elegance, these German planes, that's certain. They look, maybe they're the cooler ones of their era. Even though the Americans, I start to having a soft earth to them. Some of the American planes are really cool. Hear the sound of the whistle of the engines. It looks so damn cool. It sounds so damn cool, I mean. And finish the mission. I guess we won. I should have advanced to the next one. Let's see if I'm correct. Mission accomplished. Successful landing. Next one is a rainbow through the rear, but I have to take a very short break. Please be patient, guys. I'll be right back. Here I am, excuse the delay, everything is still working, perfect. Okay, you know what, I think I'll play another one of these. I see tanks, which is always a good thing. What am I going to do in this mission? If I can get back the priority of the window. It's acting a bit strange. Ah yeah, like before, now it's working. It doesn't like you to alt tab. Fly in a pair to explore the enemy troop movements and free hunt in the area of Zeltukin, Kotruban, and Sovka. Okay, so it's a free hunting mission. Hit the east, add to a course of 15 degrees. And no, this is not the setup of the plane. Start. I wonder if I'm going to carry bombs. Actually, I would like a ground attack mission, but I'm not sure they're included in this campaign. You're supposed to be a fighter pilot here. Let's see the setup. Ah, it's a fairly different flight path this time. No bombs again. Okay, we'll do it eventually. I can also switch campaign if he really doesn't want me to do it. Free hunting. Unpause the game. Stabilizer 75 degrees. Let's go. I won't go in emergency mode, I'll keep it in combat mode is enough to take off. Look at the bombers. I wish I could fly one of these in this campaign, apparently not. I also tells you, takeoff speed achieved, pull up. What is this, a new function? Or maybe it's just a function of the scripted campaign. I don't know. Let's visualize the waypoints. Cannot I do it? No, apparently not. Well, it's the same. It's the same, I can always check the map. Here is my wingmate. Should be another. No, they're still forming up, okay. I think there's another formation in front of us, or at least that's what it's supposed to be. And these are ground troops moving. It's a column of trucks, nothing too high value. Now heading northward. Let's use the time compression. I say, why not? Why not? Even though it doesn't do much, it will do something. Why didn't the wingmates do the turn? Ah, because the wingmates did. Actually, that's another formation, completely independent of mine. This is another airfield. It's the one where the planes we escorted the other day took off. A different airfield of the German side of the river. I'm only now actually understanding the title of the mission, no? Fortress, not the entire campaign, is called Fortress on the Volga. Because actually, I didn't ever think of that. The Germans were coming from the side of the city, so Stalingrad acted as the final wall to overcome before being able to pass the very river Volga. It wasn't on the other side of the Volga thus being defended by the river, it was actually defending the river. When you think about it like that, it gives you a different perspective on the Battle of Stalingrad. It was really one of the turning points of the war. What am I flying? 3000. Okay, 3000 is good. No enemies yet over the horizon. We're going to turn right at the city of Kaimichi. Kaimichi sounds very Japanese. How are we suddenly in Japan? Hold formation, drop on my command, out. In practice, we're coming almost to the front lines to the north, because the Russian troops were stationed there. And then we'll pass over the front line and go in entire enemy territory. Actually, I'm a bit above my intended altitude, it seems, but personally I don't dislike the fact. Besides, I'm the squad leader, so I have some degree of decision making. Here we can see the river Volga again. It's got a fairly interesting hydrographic configuration. If you see there, the way the affluents are they called, right? The other rivers are shaped out. They're fanning like, it looks like the delta of a river actually. I don't know about the geography or topography of it, but this particular spot of the river seems to be interesting as a topical study. I bet it was a flooded plain during the rains. That's the look of it in any case. Never studied the topic. Hi Majoran, thank you for liking my post. Not so Nix is back. Thank you for coming back. We're doing a free hunt mission, Nix. Summing it up for you. Currently overflying the river above the city of Stalingrad. We're Germans, as you can clearly see. It's the scripted campaign, so unlike what we played the other day, it's certain that we're going to meet the enemy eventually. It will be very surprising not to. No, you're not hearing because I'm using time compression, you see. I can't make you hear. No, you're right to tell me in any case. Thank you for telling me. The audio goes away when you go time compression. It would sound ridiculous in any case. Watch the engine oil temperature. Oh, good thing I activated the HUD again. I went in combat mode. Completely automatic, you know. I don't know if this is modeled in War Thunder, but here actually the German planes do whatever the hell they want. You increase the power and they switch mode. It's all automatic. You don't set your radiator or your RPM, nothing. It's everything automatic. Very different from the American planes. Actually, I read a quote from a pilot, a German pilot that eventually after the war got to fly a Mustang, and he was actually overwhelmed by the quantity of controls the American planes had compared to his own. They were full, I think he said something like, they were full of gadgets and gizmos and all these levers and buttons. It was a crazy experience for him. IL-2 is apparently out of ammo. I wonder where the heck he is. Actually, I'm still not meeting any kind of enemy. Now I know that if I fail this mission, we're absolutely going to play something different, because having to do all this trek again would be the most boring thing. What's the name of this place? Kelyuskin. Okay, now coming to Kelyuskin and turning back westward. What is that? A lake? No. Now we are Kotruben in front of us, and there's something. Okay, what do they look like to you? To me they look extremely Russian. They seem to be Russianly strewing about, Sovietly overflying the wilderness, and thus will be soon punished by the wrath of us. Let's go. Let's move to intercept. I'll tell also the wingman. Let's deal back time compression so the audio comes back. And I will tell everyone to attack the nearest air target. They're not responding. Well, I did tell them, do whatever the hell you want, guys, because by now I know that the wingmates in Sturmovik will do it, whatever the hell they want. So I won't insist. It's useless in any case. What are we looking at? They seem to be fighters, strangely oblivious to my presence. Okay, I'll attack the one in the rear. You always attack what is in the rear. I'm fine with unlimited ammunition, because otherwise we would waste our time, and I prefer to have more action in the stream. Okay, that was a hard shot, any day of the week. The Yak 1, okay, my identification was correct. Completely oblivious. Now it's starting to make a turn. Actually, he's climbing. I don't think he made the right decision. Let's punish him for it. With the superiority of our powerful German engine. Already punctured his fuel tank, and now on the other side. They're hardier. You see how hard they are, Nix, compared to War Thunder. You have to shoot a lot before they get destroyed. Okay, come on. Come on, man, die already. Okay, it's dead. My poor mobile macro makes me stream freeze. Oh, I'm sorry. It's sorry to hear. I know how it is when you're at work. Where did the others go? These are the others, right? No, these are actually Pershkas, I think. Let me check my 6 because I lost sight of the other fighters and now I'm a little bit worried. I also lost sight of the wingmates, but that's the usual thing. They do whatever the hell they want. That's one of the wingmates. I'll follow him towards the Pershkas. Or at least they look like PA tools. No, I'm having second thoughts. You know what? I think these are Sturmoviks. They will take quite some ammo to bring down. It's like shooting an hardier version of the Stuka, and also the Stuka is already pretty hardy. I guess we'll be having fun. I hope they're not the variety that has a rear gunner, since being so closely spaced together will make it quite dangerous to do. Let's see if it tells me. Well, we'll discover soon enough in any case. I'll go for the one in the back once again. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 IL-2s. I think we're going to have fun with this, unless they shoot me down with the rear turrets. There's another 2 there. You know what? These look German to me. I think it's the Germans intercepting the IL-2s. Shall we pick it a second? Ah, okay, they have no labels. Well, they are something. It seems German enough to me. The IL-2s are actually escaping. They already bombed the ground, I guess. Ha, Winix, you're an excellent wingman. It's not saying much to say that you are a better wingman. You're always the better wingman to me. When we play together, I get so many damn kills, so thanks to you. And your amazing strategies. I wish we could fly together in this game. But I wish many things about this game. Most of all that it had a larger player base. Unfortunately, it's always single player. The way you can play while streaming. Here comes the Sturmovik. I'm actually not attacking the one in the back. I hope I'm not going to regret it. And it seems it's not the Sturmovik with the rear turret. Good. This is very good. Not saving ammo here because you see I actually have infinite. Be careful with the piece of the... He dropped his bomb. Okay, it's going down. It's like in a first-person shooter. When you see he drops his weapon, you know he's dead. It's the only way to be sure, really. If he drops his bomb, it means he's dead. Nah. What a terrible show of gunnery. Damage the wing, did absolutely nothing to it. I wonder if I can break the propeller shooting at it from the back. That could be a quick way to kill. Shit. If you get hit by the debris here, you die, unlike War Thunder. You have to be really careful. In fact, I'm shooting too close for me. And that's a piece of... that came really close. You really feel the danger of it. It's being shot at also from the ground. Actually, the ground troop got the kill, I think. Everything's good as long as it stays in the family. It's not like we're trying to earn credits here. Okay. Other Sturmoviks are behind me, and maybe also the escort. No, that's a fan. Only Sturmoviks left. We're actually chasing the wingmate that is chasing the Sturmovik. These are ground buildings. Well, I am chasing him. I no longer see the Sturmoviks though. Where the heck? Ah, maybe it's these things. Yeah, I think they're escaping. No, wait, judging from the map, actually there's some that are coming towards me. And they should be more or less in front. But I cannot see them. What is the map speaking about? The map is wrong. Actually, I have to cheat them. You try to cheat with the map, you discover the map actually is wrong. Perfect. He actually went back along our flight path, so it's not wrong to chase them. They're taking me towards the line of the mission. What's the engine? I hope I'm not overheating. There's nothing that makes me think so. And well, the Sturmoviks in general are terribly slow airplanes, so I can easily get them, I bet. Increasing my throttle a little. Maybe go combat mode. But why I'm not in combat mode? There's something strange. I'm at 90% throttle and it's not in combat mode. What might be the reason? This must be a different version of the BF. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I activated by mistake an easier management of the engine. I should be in combat mode. No idea. I'll put time compression to the max. We don't want to waste too much time chasing these guys. I'm starting to worry that if my combat mode doesn't engage, it's going to be problematic. Probably I'm going to be slower. Let's see what the technical specification of the plane says. These guys are quite far. Well, actually it's not that far. Maybe I'll do it later. 2 kilometers. And now the Sturmoviks? Gone. Okay. The map tells me there should be more. Right, in the meantime, let's shoot that one down. Removing time compression so the audio comes back. And now I'm coming very fast to it. Well, without a rear turret, it's not difficult at all to shoot it down. What do you reckon? I'm not sure it's there. No, okay, I see the parachute. And also I see the other Sturmovik, that's even better. Here you are. Steep dive for it. A bit too steep. Do another pass. That seems right, I'm not looking at the frame. Yeah. Now we're much better alignment. Let's try not to go too fast. Oh my god, these things have so much armor on them. Tank of the sky indeed. Here you can see my handy wing doing absolutely nothing, as he's wont to do. That's his purpose actually, to look good while I try to actually perform the mission. Or should I say, attempt to perform it. Have you ever heard of the touch weave? No, I guess it's a maneuver. Nix, he doesn't die. Look at this thing, he doesn't want to die. This is another Sturmovik, by the way. I keep shooting him. Good thing they don't have the rear turret. Ah, you know what? I think I'm supposed to aim for the tail. I saw the tail go into pieces in a second. That's much less armored, I guess. The one with the broken tail, I think, is going down. Yeah, indeed it did. And now the other one should be... Ah, he went that way. Okay. Where am I, by the way? Ah, technical specification that I decided to... I lost it. Ah, here it is. The technical specification covered the map, very helpful. Ah, okay, we are north of the northernmost waypoint. That's not necessarily wrong. Ah, finally the wingmate is doing his job. Come on, get that Sturmovik for me. Damage? Damage? Ooh, that is even better than me, look at that. Okay, damage. He wants to leave me the kill. It's not that he failed, it's just that gentle. I didn't think the Sturmovik could turn that tight, to tell you the truth, huh? If I wasn't doing this mission with unlimited ammo, I don't think I would have had enough ammo to shoot down even one Sturmovik. That's the hardiness of these things. Come on, it's kinda ridiculous. Okay. Bye Nix, I'll see you later. And let's continue on the mission path, I guess. I have to stick here, makes no sense. I'll head straight for the 7th waypoint, is the one next in line. Okay, I'll also research the maneuver. The touch weave. Something more to the right, it says. These look like fighters. Well, a good dog fight is always worth it. I guess I can make another little detour. Well, if they are interested, I don't know, they seem to be flying towards some objective with very clear purpose. Maybe they haven't spotted me yet. I'd be able to intercept in any case, they're not very fast. See, I don't know why the plane doesn't go into combat mode. There is something strange there. I will check what it is as soon as I'm done with these guys. Which doesn't seem it will take a lot. They're doing nothing, they're just flying that way. Actually away from my mission path, by the way. No, the fact that it doesn't tell me if it's in combat mode, because I think it actually is in combat mode, is dangerous, because I don't know if I'm overstressing the engine. I don't know, I'm starting to have second thoughts. Am I gaining on them? Well, actually I am. Let's increase time compression and go with it. I want to shoot them now. 1 kilometer 90, 180, 170. Won't take too long with time compression. Less than 1 kilometer, reduce time compression. Let's get into combat mode. Finally they acknowledge my presence, so they're not completely idiotic. Don't black out on me, man. It's going in a very wide turn. But still a pretty efficient one in outrunning me. Damage a bit. wonder where the other one is. I don't think I can trust too much in my wingmate, and so I'm worried now. Ah, I see his propeller stopped. Yeah, it's without an engine. He won't be able to do anything. And the other is actually on my tail. And where the heck is the wingman? I presume he went to have some fun with a frau in a bar around here, instead of doing the job that the German army hired him to do. Or should I say the German Air Force? In any case, you know what I mean. Straight on, you want to do it like this, man? Let's see who is the more courageous one. I'm the one that is not actually in the plane, unlike you, being an AI. Well, this is the first case of a boom and zooming AI I've ever seen. In any game, really, he's performing the boom and zoom quite correctly. So who said that this game doesn't have good AI? Sometimes it kinda works. When it's supposed to assist you, it never works. I think he's only interested in going away. No, wait. This time we're moving towards the objective again. He just doesn't want to fight. Here he comes, here he comes. I got the wing. Ah, here's the wing, man. Look at that, look at that. I spoke so badly of him. Actually, he was behind me all the time. He was covering my 6. That's surprising. But in a good way. I'm sorry, wingmate. It really does look kind of like a medieval tournament, the way we go around and meet in the middle. Must have took some courage to fight like this indeed. Ah, hit a bit of the tail. Look at this. This is fairly spectacular, I dare say. He's holding well. You see, this is the value of the Skitter campaign. You do free hunting in the career mode. Half of the time you don't meet anything. And sometimes you meet entire formations of plane that destroy you within mere seconds. It just... a randomized campaign is better in general, but if the algorithm generating it is well made, it's not better by default. And for some mission, in my opinion, Sturmovik would require work. There are good missions within the career, but it's not the norm. It's not the norm, unfortunately. Come on! No, I think I have to lead the shots more. Going away again? How can he be that fast? Maybe I'll ask for the assistance a bit, just a bit. Come on! Try to snipe him with the assistance of the CPU. And it worked, okay. Well, just a tiny bit, no? Unless we want to stick here forever. I think it's going down. Yeah, that's the pilot. Okay, well, let's return to the mission part. I guess we're going to end it soon. Seems to have gone fairly well. How many kids I have? 8 planes. 8 planes is good any day of the week. So, get me back in the cabin. Engage auto level. I wish this was multiplayer, unfortunately. No one damn plays. Let's try to understand the problem with the combat mode, because actually... look at this. Now it's working. Ah, perfect. Okay, continuous mode. I don't know. It didn't go into combat mode previously. Now it's working. What's the signal meant to indicate? Well, nothing problematic, I hope. It would suck to break the engine now. Maximum time compression, returning to the flight path. What is that? These are the Pershkas. Ah, this is going to be a long free hunt. Good thing I brought in unlimited ammunition. Starting to feel like a roguelike. You never know what you're gonna meet above the skies of Stalingrad. And intercepting them will be hard. They're higher and faster than me at the moment. Nice. It's gonna be impossible. The Pershkas are also fairly fast. Let me see with the labels if I'm gaining. Actually, they're flying slow. Look at this. I am gaining. We're moving towards... Nothing actually. I think they're returning to base. 4 kilometers. Now heading completely away. They seem to be slowing down, but actually I'm using a lot of time compression. No, I'm not gonna catch him. It's useless, it's useless. Let's continue with the mission. I'll never catch them. Impossible. Spotted them too late. It's your lucky day. It's your lucky day. Well, we killed 8 others. It's been a fairly long mission, huh? Go back to continuous mode. Sixth waypoint coming up. Which city is this? We're flying above Kotluban, it seems. Something to my left, it says. Waypoint passed. Personally, I see nothing. I killed enough. Hi Nix, we're completing the mission. I killed a lot of Sturmoviks. Then I tried to intercept a formation of Pershkas, but they were too fast. And now I'm coming to the final leg of the journey, after which we're going to turn back toward the airfield. But still I spot planes everywhere. There's something else. Well, I spot planes, more like my map is spotting planes for me, telling me there is something that looks very inviting. If indeed I can spot it. I'm overflying it. Yeah, it's something there. Let's take the dive. Almost invisible, as usual in this game. It's a U2 VS. What is that? A biplane? U2 VS. Spotting in this game needs work. Sometimes you're sure you should be able to spot it and still you don't see it. Yeah, they're very fast. I know it. Much more so than the Sturmovik. The Sturmovik were no problem to intercept. What's that thing flying so low? U2 VS. It's basically invisible against the ground. I have to chat a little with the labels. It's invisible, look at that. What the heck are you? Speak to me. Yeah, it's a biplane. I thought as much. Is that the Polycarp of biplane? I think it is. Oh, don't crash into it. Okay, it's dead. And it's no more, whatever it was. They really trying to surprise the player with these quitter missions, huh? And let's put a biplane there just because. No, it wasn't German. No, it wasn't, because he had a red label. I shot down an enemy. I have 9 kills now. I don't know what it was, honestly. I think it was the biplane that has the name of the engineer, the famous Polikarpov, the same one that invented the I-16 and so many other Russian planes. Because I know it's in the game as a premium plane, actually. Well, they're called collector planes here, you see, because they cost more. The collector planes. You're supposed to collect them all like Pokemons. I only wish they gave me the lightning with the latest expansion though, huh? I wish they gave it to me. I'll have to buy it eventually. I just want the lightning in this mission, in this game. Ah, that's the icon of the auto level. That's the reason it was there earlier. No, I'm not going to intercept more. I want to finish this mission. It's been forever. Let's go back to the airfield. This is the other airfield, not mine. This one. I wonder if I can run out of fuel doing so long missions. And apparently this should be the fuel, right? No, not even half gone. Just yesterday I read that these German planes were supposed to have very short range, but actually, well, in the context of the game at least, seems to be long enough. Let's start to slow down. Flaring it. Slow down. Well, in general, this session is the longest one of the two, but it depends. These days I'm a bit busy. We say incasinato in Italy. I'm going to be busy also this afternoon. I hope I can stay as long as usual, but it depends. In any case, I can stretch also the afternoon session like I did yesterday, but that's the most I can stretch it. More than what I remained online yesterday for me is impossible. In the morning, if I don't have anything problematic and I start early, I can stay even more than 3 hours. A couple of times it happened. Saturday in general is better, but it depends, because many Saturdays I cannot stream at all. If I can stream on Saturday, you bet I'll stay online. Sundays in the morning is also difficult, because I cannot start as early. And Sunday afternoon is good. These days are a bit unpredictable for me. We will just have to go with luck like we did up to now and try to play together when we can, I'm afraid. I started to sim in a time when, in a period when I was sure I would never have interruptions, but now everything has changed suddenly, as it often happens, and I don't know really. I'll try to stay online when I can. Slowing down. Excuse my rambling, but while landing it takes me more time to express an idea because I'm landing. I didn't lower the flaps, by the way, not that it made any difference. And well, if I didn't complete the mission, I don't know what would, because I killed 9 planes, including 1 biplane. The wingman didn't land. He does his own thing. Sometimes he just wants to overfly the base forever. Mission accomplished. Okay, as I said, I want to try something different now. Not yet another mission with the BF. I'm about halfway through the campaign. By the way, most of these, actually I thought I had bought most of the campaigns, because these cannot be bought on Steam. Only on the game's website. I wonder how I can get them since I have the game on Steam. Doesn't make sense. They don't sell them on Steam. They're like exclusive campaigns for people that bought the game from the developer itself. I wanted to go to multiplayer again just to check it, but with 16 people online I already know how it would go. We would fly and never obtain anything. So let's go with the career, because I want to fly the Hawker Tempest again. And while hopping we actually get a good mission, because with the campaign you never know. I'll go ahead with the campaign we was doing the other day. And this guy was flying the Tempest, am I wrong? Continue. Unit HQ. Planning room. Tempest Mark 5. Okay. For what sort of mission? Enemy? Vehicle column attack. Not necessarily that bad. We could have also some dogfighting in this. But I think I'll have to carry bombs, right? Yeah, because I'm attacking a vehicle column. So I better remove infinite ammo, because otherwise I'll remain with the bombs and I won't be able to dogfight properly. And we don't want that. So removing unlimited ammo. It also looks less cheesy when you're doing it like this. Modifying the mission fight path so we start right at the objective. Excuse me, Nix, I wasn't reading. I'm almost certain I'll be able to be online an hour earlier from yesterday. This is good. This is extremely good. Unfortunately, I'm afraid today I'll have to end earlier. I don't know, Nix. Honestly, I don't know. There's something coming up. I won't be able to stay online as long as yesterday. Actually, I was thinking to start earlier to try and play more. We're really unlucky. We're really unlucky. I probably start 1 hour earlier too, but I will also end 1 hour earlier. Maybe even more than 1 hour earlier. I was actually thinking of not playing War Thunder today, because I'm afraid I won't have much time, you see. We'll see. Seems difficult. I will tell you in advance what I'll be streaming in any case, so you can make your own decisions. Unfortunately, it's important matters of real life. I'll have to do it. Sorry. Loading up. Let's go for this mission. I love this British plane. I know, it's disappointing. Also, you see, this morning I started later. It's the same thing. I'm full of things to solve. Various issues. Let's call them. Loading, come on, let me play. Before I talk myself into a corner. Here it is. So, Tempest with the bombs. The Saber boosted engine. Well, the bigger bombs, of course. Why should I carry the smaller bombs? And go. Attacking a vehicle column. I love attacking the ground. If we can't, I will be doing some editing. So I'm actually... Well, I am deciding what you're going to do. Now you're giving me a big responsibility. I will try to come online. Well, but the problem is not that I will come online. I don't know how soon I will have to leave. Okay. Have a nice working day. I will certainly play this afternoon, I just don't know for how long. So here you also control your RPM, and that's what decides if you're in continuous or combat mode. Also, a strange thing I discovered about the Tempest is that actually the radiator only has two positions, you see, open or closed, and the radiator actually is this big thing under the nose of the airplane. It's called the chin radiator, and when you open it, I think, yeah, it opens like that, but strangely it doesn't have an in-between position. It's either open or closed. But it never overheats. For as far as I've seen, this plane never overheats, so it's not like I care too much. Look at the bonds, I have fairly big bonds. So where is this vehicle column? Ah, there. Moving towards the city, I see. No enemies above the horizon at the moment. There is one thing I really like about the Tempest also, the size of the propeller. Look how big the propeller is. I don't know why, it gives me a big feeling of power. And of course it's not a fake feeling. This plane has 3000 horsepower, if you can believe it. I played it the other day. I was in the Me-264, the German jet. Actually this was faster, on a straight line. If you can believe it, that's the power of this plane. Vehicle column is apparently there. It looks like they're not on the road, I don't know. It looks like they parked on the side of the road for some reason. How strange, but they're very closely spaced together. I guess I can bomb them quite well. And also strafe them while I am at it. Ah, these are my wingmates which went the other way. Of course, it's not like you're supposed to follow your leader, no? You do whatever the hell you want. Ah, well. I think I did some damage to them, to say the least, since they went complete. They were fairly big bombs indeed. Only 2 kills. That's surprising. Primary targets completed. Well, we completed. No, the secondary target completed, not the primary. Let's go for another pass. I dropped my bombs, but I still have my guns. I somehow managed to lose sight of the... Ah, here it is, okay. How could they survive? Oh, these are trees. Actually looking at trees now. Ah, I can see the bomb crater, I think. Ah, it's the usual bug. Yeah, they disappear. It's horrible. This is another bug of the game. Sometimes when you're doing the vehicle column attack in VR, the targets completely disappear, and they reappear when you turn toward them. And they're actually not on the battlefield when they do it, if you can believe it. You cannot even drop a bomb on them if you don't see them. You won't damage them. It's horrible. I bet they'll fix this game eventually, but I wonder why. I'm starting to wonder why. Okay, probably I did more damage with these rather than the bombs. Killed three vehicles, I think. They should appear in my kill, how's it called? The kill roll, I don't know. There's a city there. Yeah, Tempest. It's Tempest time. The weather report just came in, and it says a storm is coming. We're destroying the enemy. Oh, but what is this? Wait a second. No, it's all friendly, okay. The enemy column of vehicles. Destroying it very well, actually. Let's not stay too much. Nix, I wanted to ask you, do you know anything about the Tempest radiator? It seems it's either open or closed. It doesn't have in between positions. I guess it's the way it actually was. Unless I have some problems in the key bindings, and that's the reason I'm asking if you know if that is indeed correct. He did the right thing, the little track, he moved while I was aiming, just a bit, behind the tree, and it actually ended up saving his life. Well, for the time being, at least. How smart of him. How smart indeed. These are our friends, right? Okay, we're still good. Pesky truck driver. You shall be punished for that. Slow down this time. The one on the road is very exposed. Look how they move about. That's the cool thing. They actually try to evade you. And again, the tree makes me miss. In War Thunder, it's not like that. In War Thunder, the convoy just merrily goes along his way. It doesn't care much for you. Here, they actually react to your fire. And they try to save themselves. It's very nice. And also very annoying when you're trying to destroy the things. But I won't lose up. So, haven't we completed the objective? No, how many must we kill of this? I'm worried that if I end out of ammunition and the enemy comes, I'll be in danger. There's quite a bit of them, to say the least. Now they started to distance from one another. They're no longer parked. Did I get it? I think I got him, not so sure though. Well, there is quite a bit of smoke. Yeah, that's gone up in flames. We got another one. Is it enough to... No, still not enough for the objective. I stay in continuous mode, I don't want to overwork the engine. How's my ammo? Hey, you see it. It's almost up. Oh, wait a minute, I still have one bomb. Actually, I still have one bomb. I only dropped one. This is the best news of the day. I was sure I had dropped the pot bombs. So let's go for the bomb drop. And where are our little friends? Here they are. What's the biggest cluster of them? Now it will be harder to bomb them, unfortunately. They're very closely spaced together in that point. I'll drop the bomb there. Shall we do it with the external view? Yeah, it will look cooler also. And a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. Bomb away! Yay! What the hell? What? It doesn't look bad. My god, these bombs are powerful. These bombs are powerful. It's a bit different, I don't know much. It have an air intake. Yeah, I was showing it to the stream, look at this. You can see it very clearly. It's there. When you open it, look at it. It's a sheen in basically. Maybe if I don't have the sun in the eyes, it's going to be better way. Yeah, it's that thing under the airplane. You open it, it goes like this. The rear of it opens. But it's either completely open or completely closed. I know. What I was asking is, what do you think it's correct? It could be an error in my control configuration in theory. Okay, we completed the mission, by the way. Let's return towards the base. I'm supposed to go the other way, though. Well, not that it makes much difference. Let's tell the wingmates to return to the base. Return to base F7. I never know where the F7 is. I have to look at it. Ah, you see the light? That was the flare shot. Actually, when you're giving orders to the wingman, that's another cool thing, wings. You fire a flare. Look at this. I'll do it again so you can see it this time. Orders. Return to base F7. And what the commander does from his airplane is shooting a flare. That's the real way they did it, I think. Not all of these planes had radios. You throw the flare and they know they have to return to the base. Because of its color, you see. It's the coolest thing, really. And when I was playing with the American guys the other day, they told me, actually use these controls, these commands also while you're playing with people, because they will look for the flare. They will try to look for the flare. It's raining. Okay, it's raining. Returning towards the base now. No enemies in sight. Okay, I can just end the mission. In career mode you don't have to learn. I want to maximize our time of play. Accept. Mission completed 100%. Finish. I've been awarded the mentioned in dispatches. By the king's, what does it say? By the king's order, the name of, well, that's supposed to be my name, was published in the London Gazette, as mentioned in dispatch, for distinguished service. So they don't actually give you a medal for your good deeds in battle. In England, they just publish your name on the newspaper, and you're supposed to be also thankful for that. Okay, thank you, King. Actually, the Soviet pilots get money when they perform well on a mission. That's probably the best gift of them all. I don't want a medal. Just give me model. I will even save the time to have to go and sell it for money. Air operations were suspended. Ah, okay. So we're going to have a mission on this day or not? Apparently so. And it's an escorting mission. No, I cannot take it. No, I cannot do the escort mission. It's too boring. It's too damn boring. Let's do some multiplayer at least. The escort mission in this game are terrible. They're so long-winded. People are starting to come online, actually. Look at this. 27. 27 could even mean that maybe I can find someone. Let's try. Let's try to play some multiplayer. A sortie or two. A sortie or two. I would pick the Tempest again if he allows me, but it's not certain. So we now know that the Russian server actually gets populated at this time. I just play in the in-between. You see, when I come online, because I'm in Europe, in fact, I'm in between the America and Russian server. The American already got to bed, and the Russians are still sleeping. Okay, Nick, don't worry. Ah, no one. What is this? It told me there were a lot of people online. Ah, no, okay, it's still loading. Here they are, here they are. I'll have to go Germany, they have much less players. Pudzinovka. Yeah, let's go with the same airplane as before. It was performing pretty well. The BF. I don't know if it was the F version actually, they all look the same to me. These don't carry bombs, do they? No, actually they would, but not on this server. Playing some multiplayer now, Nix. Just a bit. I think while taxiing on the German planes, you're supposed to actually set your propeller feathering different, because in that way you spin less. Well, let's try to do it without it first, and maybe I'll change it. But I have the buttons for it. We'll see. I don't often play multiplayer with the German planes. It would be kind of a new experience. You can taxi pretty well in any case because you have the convenient differential on the pedals. Here it is. But it does tend to spin, that's certain. Yeah, so I guess I picked a good one. No, don't go emergency, come on, man. Pardon? 61, 66, 73. Maybe 80? 80. And raise the gear. Okay, this is the server that has your location on the map. How helpful of them, thank you. Okay. And now, with all the settings correct as they are, after so many attempts, I can actually spot things also in multiplayer. And here is one. Friendly bomber returning to the base, okay. It's a 110, isn't it? Looks like one. Yeah, not a problem. Okay, I see a lot of targets actually on this map. So damn many. It's all factories on one side and trains on the other. It's a train versus factory match. Well, I'm not attacking the ground this time. I don't carry bombs for it. I actually rather like the cockpit of this one app. I mean, it looks fairly cool. Very compact and... well, but also it's the lighting that is better. We were flying missions at dusk earlier. Now it's fully day. Don't go combat mode. Not yet. The enemy is attacking by railway train. Requires covering 1524 square. Where am I? 1524 is the one to the southeast. Okay, let's go there. $15.24. Trying to keep the plane in continuous mode, but it's not easy. You have to close the throttle a fair bit, otherwise it goes into combat mode. And that's of course a bad idea. Let's move to at least 2000 feet though. No, these are actually meters. 2000 meters. Moving towards the train that is under attack. Ticker Air Frankfurt canopy. So it's better armored, you mean? You know so much about these planes. I know very little about the Germans. I tried to read an article once that differentiated between the various versions of the BF. To me, it became a mess after a while. I couldn't understand anything anymore. Let's try to spot things. You have to be really careful here. An enemy can sneak behind you with an extreme easy. It's so easy to surprise people in this game, unlike War Thunder. You just don't see them. You die suddenly. It has happened to me on stream before. You just cannot expect them to come, and yet you're suddenly dead. But now I know how to check my 6, so I'll be advantaged in that regard. I guess the enemy that was attacking the train can be anywhere. Now, the fact is that the map is not so damn big here. It takes time to intercept things. That's one of the jetties, I think. The tanks in Kirillova. No. No. No, continually. It keeps going into combat mode. Who told you to do that? You bad German plane. 2005 now. Draco Sudor connected. A lot of people are connecting on this time of day. Base with bulletproof glass. Let me see it. Well. The headrest certainly seems part of the armor. Look at this headrest. It's very sturdy looking. What did I see? Look at that, Nix. Look at that. Will you look at that? What is it? Flying towards enemy territory, yeah? Oh god, it's so easy to lose sight of them. Where is it? I clearly saw an enemy plane. You also saw it a bit on stream. It's like trying to see a stereogram sometimes, spotting planes in this game. Just for 1 second I saw him. He was heading this way, more or less. Well, actually we turned back towards the base now. It probably was a friend. Flying too low in friendly territory to be an enemy. I keep going for the tanks. I lost it just like that. Just like that. You see how this game is. Incredible. Sometimes things are actually easier to see at a distance. It's inverted, I don't know. Therefore, the address you see was actually attached to the armor plate to protect the pilot. You can remove it, you know. There is an option to go without it. I think it makes the plane lighter. Okay, that's Kirillov, I guess, where the tanks are. And it's one of the enemy targets. I should be starting to come into contact with the enemy soon. If I can spot it. Which remains to be seen. Remains to be seen in more than one sense. Ah, here it is. No. Was a marking on the canopy, I guess. It looked like a plane. I was so sure. Nada, nada. No, but here you have the screen for customizing the plane, and each plane has its own little things that you can change. It's a cool part of the game. Sometimes you can also change the type of fuel that you have on the plane. I don't know if that is in War Thunder, I don't think so. You can include or remove rear view mirrors, which I think actually helps with the game's performance if you remove the mirrors. Performance within the computer, I mean. Less things to render, you see. Well, now I'm right in the big cluster of the objective. I guess I should be able to spot something. It's impossible for there not to be here. Every settings of the game is correct now. I can see as far as the others. And unfortunately I was seeing... What the hell? Gave me a good scare. It's like I said. They surprise you. That way. He spotted me. Wasn't checking my 6 and now I'm in a flat spin. And I think I screwed. Well, good thing we left multiplayer for last. You see how it went. No! Jump, jump. How do I jump? J, right? No. Jump. Jump from the plane. Will you jump from the plane? I'm trying to eject. Maybe CTRL-E. CTRL-J. Okay, the pilot has some problems. What did I open? What is this shit? Okay, I had all the time in the world to save myself, but I guess it just wasn't to be. I love to bind this key. Very slowly dying, and that's it, guys. That's it also for the stream. Unfortunately, I have to disconnect now. Been playing for a while. Trying to do my best with the time I have. Now, unfortunately, it might switch around, it might move. I don't know if I'll do the same now. When I have time to play, I'll come online. I hope you'll get the notification. And Nix, if I can play War Thunder in the afternoon, I will tell you. And I will tell you for how long, so we can try to play together. Otherwise, see you tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is Saturday, but you know what? It could be that I could play, not sure. Maybe I could play tomorrow. Otherwise, it's Sunday. Bye, ciao from Italy. Thank you for watching to the end. Bye-bye.